it going, everyone? It's Liam Carrison here. It's time for episode 4 of season 3 of Heartstopper. Yeah, it's been quite emotional stuff with these last couple of episodes, understandably, of course, because there has been some very, very heavy discussions, especially in regards to Charlie's eating disorder. But yeah, I mean, we had the last episode, Charlie come to the conclusion that, especially with Nick by his side, that he's got to tell his parents, yeah, it was quite emotional, like, especially seeing Tori on the stairs as well. So, yeah, of course, with her being very, very concerned about Charlie as of recent before he broke the news, you know, it's just crushing to hear, you know, Charlie himself admit to this whole situation. So, I expect there to be a bit of progression. Obviously not full-on progression. Like, this is not going to be a quick fix. This isn't going to be like episode 2 where, you know, we just skimmed over a situation where episode 2 we just glossed over the few weeks, of course, that Nick was away. We're not going to be doing... I imagine we're not going to be doing that with this episode. But I do feel like we're going to see some progress with this episode. So, with that said, why don't we get into this episode of Heartstopper? It's episode 4 of season 3. As we hit the first half of the season, let's go.
I didn't journal every day. I'd literally have a breakdown.
All right. You don't have to give me the whole picture.
We're going to need to do that.
Have you even tried it?
Right, if I try it, will you stop pressuring me?
Yes.
Just even journal in your notes on your iPhone. Not sponsored, by the way, this video.
An eating disorder service. But the first appointment for that wasn't until January.
Oh, shoot.
Things started to get really bad after that.
So it's all a waiting game.
His eating disorder got worse.
Can you just stop trying?
You can talk to us, Charlie.
It was a spinning wheel that was just getting faster.
Yeah.
And it was becoming unbearable for him.
Sorry.
He's just in a very difficult place where he just lashes out.
Self-harm.
It's okay. Just feel too...
Oh, dang!
Dad said I had to, my decision.
Didn't get it out.
Not really.
Never know
I
unless
get to skip school for a bit, so...
Silver lining, right? This is where the 2 months come in, right?
It was weird being at school without Charlie. He wasn't allowed his phone in there, so I couldn't even ask how.
It'd be bad if he's been off this long.
Yeah, he's...
That's Sonic
bad.
Heroes!
Seriously? What's going on with him?
I can't,
That's Sonic Heroes! I'm hearing Sonic Heroes! Holy shit! Sonic Heroes! Sonic Heroes! Go game!
Do you think they make gay top shop?
Oh my
I don't know.
god, Darcy's head.
I'll make a book list for him. Oh, what about movies?
Oh, wow.
Does he have access to a Blu-ray player at all? Yeah, probably.
What's a Blu-ray player?
You don't know what Blu-ray is?
No way. Oh, he sits that so well though. I saw the picture.
My cat!
this is all I could find.
Mummy agreed something. What about the photos?
Sorry, I just gotta say something. It's so funny that he is wearing the Captain America costume, right? Now, it could be unrelated. I know Captain America is not just restricted to the MCU, right? You know, this could be the timeline where, you know, if Fox and Sony got their shit together and, you know, Disney didn't acquire anything. But, no. I find it so funny that he's wearing the Captain America costume. His aunt is Haley Atwell, who played Peggy Carter. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
Well, you had it here first, folks.
Wait, is that Imogen? Holy shit! Oh! Man, that's breaking for Nick. How far they've come as well.
So I have anorexia and OCD.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not really an awkward way to say that.
Just breaks the,
I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
If you do have anorexia and OCD, the word sorry is still banned.
Yeah.
Oh, can't I play the mental illness card now?
Oh, wow!
No.
We're really
the
using
S-word
that one?
rule
We're
still
really using
applies to
that?
mentally ill.
Myself, and when will you fall the parties? When we're not in our bodies? When we're up in a space?
All the gay top tropes, I love that.
I knew he wasn't magically better or anything like that.
But the support is there.
Maybe it's just me hoping for the best, but honestly, I think it helped.
Even if it's
I really do.
Even if it's in gradual steps. Yeah.
I guess a lot's happened since I last wrote anything.
Oh, we're seeing Charlie's perspective. Oh my god.
The past few months
Oh,
have
that is so
not been
good.
great. Heavy. From what I've read online, some people come out of these places even worse than when they went in. Because they just get treated like shit. I didn't get treated like shit.
Oh, that's good.
I had Susan.
Anything with a camera in, I'm afraid. It's for everyone's safety and well-being.
Yeah.
Have a little chat.
Okay.
I am really loving that we're seeing Charlie's side of things. And
I still had to do schoolwork.
yeah.
Which actually made me feel better. But it was the other way around.
Yeah, there's that like idea that we can, yeah. It's all these
I could have
small
called
little
Nick
bits
whenever I wanted. But I was still feeling so
pieces,
horrible.
just
and I didn't
step
want
by
him to
step.
worry.
Oh, I love that though. Contrast to him sitting alone and yeah. Oh, we'll see. Look at it. I mean, obviously, it is hard, but we're seeing him a bit more rejuvenated.
It's a surprise.
Then why'd you mention it?
Fine. I won't say anything next time.
Yeah. You just have to anticipate it.
Sorry I didn't tell you about all of this.
I'm glad he told Tal now.
Well,
Can you explain to me what happened with Imogen and Zahar? Because Nick was being way too empathetic about it, and I actually don't really know what happened.
oh my god. Yes, okay, so Imogen was doing shots like all night. I mean, a whole bottle of tequila.
Fucking
Whole bottle.
sheesh. So them two just like, cause let's go. Well, here we are.
I hope that by watching this video, he'll feel like he's been here the whole time. Because, in a metaphorical way, he has.
Tal, that doesn't even
I'm
make
gonna
any
get
sense.
emotional about this video, aren't I?
It does.
Well, because I asked you if you were okay, and I guess you just lied. I mean, I sort of knew that. It's not your fault, though, Charlie. I know. I just.
Wish you could have done something.
Lol. Is this just a joke to you? I wanted to let you know that I'm trying out they, them pronouns. Just seeing how I feel, I don't know.
Does
But I feel like you put the phone in there, Charlie. But I think he'd like to hear your voice.
it's lovely. It's just. It's identity. Look at them. I mean, they are from.
Oh my god! Everyone knows about these two!
Say hi to Charlie, sir.
I miss you, Charlie. I love you.
Okay.
This is kind of like getting me emotional.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
Short, sweet, to the point, isn't it? Don't need to go on a big speech or all that, but...
Even if it's terrible out there, I'll be here to help.
But it got me out of the deep end.
That's it. It's progression at the end of the day. Tori's just an amazing sibling.
Maybe I won't ever get back to normal, whatever that is. I think that's okay though.
I love that. I love that like message that they posted at the end there. And you know, that is really that is really true. Like, of course, if there are those who are struggling with a eating disorder, with any kind of struggles with mental health, with self-harm, yeah. And I'll leave a link to it just so it's clickable, because obviously can't click on it on the PIP, can you? But yeah, I think that is probably one of the best episodes of Heartstopper ever. Like, it's just an amazing show, obviously, but I feel like, especially when you've got, for me, shows that I would consider critically acclaimed and all of that, in my mind. Not in the official IMDb or whatever charts and all of that. In my, like, shows that I will grasp onto until, and I will protect them no matter what and all of that. There are going to be some episodes that are amazing and you just enjoy. And they're never going to be episodes that are just incredible, blow your mind, or they just raise the bar so much. And I think this is one of those episodes, really. And I really love the decision to focus on different POVs whilst we're on this journey, where Charlie is obviously going and getting help for his eating disorder and whatnot. And we're seeing that side of things on how, you know, it's a bit of a progression. Obviously, as Charlie said, it's not something that's going to magically go away or anything like that, and you're not expecting that. You're hoping for progression, and I think we saw that with Charlie's POV, and we're seeing how, obviously, Nick is just, you know, all he can do is try, and yeah. So this was great. Loved it. They handled that really, really well. And even to the point of not glossing over any kind of struggles that Charlie is still going to go through. Because it's still going to be... It's part of the journey, isn't it? As with this episode. That you're not going to wrap up everything or whatever in the space of this episode. It's going to be an ongoing thing. But there's going to be progression, and I think we saw that in this episode in Charlie's perspective. So, but it is going to be that progression, and that's what he needed. He needed to go to the clinic, and a couple of months there has seen some good signs forward. So, and we're seeing implements at home, and I just really, really loved the scene with the mom. And how obviously now that they know what's going on with Charlie and everything, I just love the delicacy and, you know, even wondering if Charlie is okay in terms of having tea to have lasagna. It's not a demand or anything, and you can't really force. It's a bit of a no to try and force that option, isn't it? But it was just the way she said it, and wondered if it was okay in terms of the schedule, etc. So, I really loved that scene, but it was just really great stuff. The idea of using two different perspectives to showcase the struggles of what these characters are going through is just really incredible stuff. I found it very interesting that we were in a bit of a time skip, that it's been a couple of months, and I'm like, okay, we're doing this. It worked really well. It worked really, really well. So, in regards to onwards and upwards for both Charlie and Nick, but also, like I said, showcasing the struggles, because obviously with Charlie, he of course has been struggling, and it is going to be, we saw the struggles in the clinic really, but we also saw time progress a bit further. It's all about those small little steps at the end of the day. Even for the therapy session as well, I felt like you saw, with the two people that he made friends with, I guess you could say, in the clinic, and there was that moment when they were just I guess flashing forward during the days, during the 2 months. There was a bit where, they had his friends sit with him at the dinner table. You had him feeling a bit more confident, I would say, in regards to his therapy session. This is what I'm talking about in terms of progression, and it's just really great to see. So, yeah, it's not going to eliminate the situation, and it would be very, very wrong to just gloss over that whole thing. It's, the journey still goes on when you're out the clinic. So, yeah. But it is really, really nice to see, things are, getting a little bit better and that, and, so... But even Nick's perspective was just great. It was crushing, but it was great to see, so... Obviously, he has just been trying, and it's not just the idea of trying his best to be there for Charlie before he went in the clinic, but there is that idea of feeling like there's going to be a lot of pressure, isn't there, in regards to trying to make Charlie feel comfortable without him lashing. And obviously you had Charlie apologizing, so yeah, but it is gonna be very, very difficult. And even when he was in the clinic, it's just gonna be very, very difficult, especially when there's no communication, albeit for that one occasion, I guess. And it's understandable why there wouldn't be any communication. It's going to be a distraction, isn't it, in regards to, well, you don't want something to set you off, or kind of put a bit of a knot in this progression, or this path of progression. So, yeah. But you saw how there was, moments where he tried to take his mind off things, like the Halloween party didn't work. Can I just say that scene with Tao and Nick would just... It just killed me. It just killed me. Yeah, and you gotta... how far they have come. Tao and Nick. Tao had some beef with Nick, as we do recall, on Heartstopper before, this season and all that. There was still a bit of animosity, I would say, in season 2, but things have progressed there. But when you consider where they started, and you see Nick at a completely low point, and you see Tao hugging him, it was just really great. And Tao as well, just making that video was absolutely... I was getting emotional watching it when we were in Charlie's perspective. Just to see all of his friends being supportive, and you know, there is that wish that they wish they could do something in order to help Charlie out, but they also want to know that he is loved, and it's just really, really amazing stuff. Like, especially if you're going through a very detrimental time for mental illness, to have that love there, to have that support by your friends is just really amazing, and it is. Yeah, it was just really great. So, but it was just, I just really, really loved it, and we even got some little bits and pieces as well in regards to other characters, like Darcy going by they, them pronouns. So that is amazing. I'm glad for that, because we have had a bit of development on them this season. In regards to gender stupid, and then even in the last episode, how they were offended about the prospect that they were referred to as a lady. And I was wondering, are we going to explore Darcy going through this situation where they are discovering about themselves in regards to their gender? So, and voila. So, I mean, they did say they were experimenting with things, but in regards to seeing how things go, but I guess it is on brand in regards to what has been going on this season. So yeah, and Imogen, and yeah, like that was a scene as well in regards to Imogen and Sahar as well. So of course there was a bit of a kerfuffle between the pair. In regards to Sahar feeling like, well, Imogen is just, this is all just for shits and giggles, etc. And I think Sahar really does like her, and she's not sure if Imogen feels the same way, but I think she does. And again, long way for, like, there was that moment in, there was a moment about, you know, I think it was about bisexuality from Imogen in season 2. If she is, I feel like there's going to be this situation where they're going to make amends, Imogen and Sahar, and she really wants this to work, and she just feels like deep down there has been that idea that she has been bisexual, and it hasn't hit until this moment. So it's great that we're going on that discovery really with Imogen. So it's really, really amazing stuff. So yeah. Also, side note, I know this isn't really pertaining to the video camera, but I was like, wait, why am I hearing Sonic here? Wait, yeah, I had to pause at that moment and just embrace the fact, like, they obviously, as I said, they were playing Smash Brothers Brawl, so yeah, I don't play that. So I don't know if the Sonic music is incorporated on that, but I heard the Sonic Heroes theme and I'm just like, holy peak. I will challenge anyone who says that's a bad game, because it's not. It's near and dear to my heart, and I will never accept it. It's a bad game, so yeah. No, I mean, those who know me know I love my Sonic anyways. I will not shut up about Sonic 3 in December, so deal with it. But I also really love Sonic Heroes so much, and yeah, so that was like there was at some point for me thinking, is my Spotify playing or some shit? So like when I heard the Sonic Heroes theme in the background, I was just like, is my Spotify? And I was like, no, my Spotify isn't up. And I'm like, holy shit, they're playing Sonic Heroes. That is a crazy ass concept in regards to like Sonic Heroes being like a reference in Heartstopper. What a reference. Marvel, you can understand, and it's just so weird anyways, because you've got, well, it's not just the fact that Joe is in Marvel itself, he's in Agatha all along, and the constant shit talking from Charlie about his anti-Marvel agenda is just so hilarious. But there is the fact that you've got Nick Nelson, and he suits it, by the way. He really does look like Captain America, I would say. But it's just so funny when you've got your aunt being Peggy Carter. I am sorry, but it's just so freaking hilarious. I mean, I don't know what's more funnier, actually. That or Charlie's anti-Marvel agenda. I actually don't know what's more funnier. That or the fact that Nick Nelson put on that Captain America costume. His aunt, Haley Atwell, played Peggy Carter. I don't know what's more funnier. I don't know if that was a deliberate. I don't know if that was deliberate or some shit. But that sense, the sense of the Marvel sense of humor in this show is just amazing. So yeah, but I just really loved that. But here's the thing, I knew that, like, Nick was gonna don, like, it's so weird, like, saying this, but I did know that Nick was don the Captain America costume and all of that. I just didn't know when, so, yeah. Kind of like with the whole, again, I'm not helping myself here, but it's like with the whole Haley Atwell situation. Like, I knew she was going to be in Heartstopper season 3. I just didn't know what episode, so yeah. But I knew about Nick donning the suit because there was a picture. And I put out a tweet saying, oh, watch out, this is the Agatha All Along episode 4 leak, because obviously Joe is in Agatha All Along, so... And I think there have been, like, pushes for Kit to be in Marvel, just so we could have Joe and Kit be in another project together. So, yeah. But yeah, I am digressing. Yeah, it was just really amazing stuff this episode. The way that you focus on the two stories without feeling rushed, I would say, because that's it though. Yeah, we could have spent the rest of the season with Charlie in the clinic and whatnot. But just because he's out of the clinic doesn't mean that the journey has stopped or he has finished the journey. It's still ongoing. And it does, like I said, it doesn't feel rushed whatsoever, even when you've got two stories playing out in a 30-odd minute episode. Not even that, half an hour, I would say. And it's balanced so well because we are still going to be exploring the potential detriments along in Charlie's story when it comes to this whole situation. But as Charlie said, he's out the deep end now. So it's just really great stuff. But to see Nick's side of things as well is just really important as well. Because it's going to be difficult for him. And he's going to try so hard. And when Charlie's in the clinic, it becomes very like difficult and all of that. So and it was just really important to focus on both perspectives. So yeah, I also loved Susan as well. So yeah, but it was just really amazing. Also, again, Mr. Ajayi and Farouk, I love that again. The fact that last episode, yeah, Charlie and Nick, like, Charlie, should I say, just stumble in there and nothing happened. And then everyone else is just like, yeah, they know. Like, that's it though. Everyone knows. But, like, there's no reason to, like, make gossip or anything like that. Everyone loves to see it. The viewers love to see it. Everyone just loves to see it, so yeah. But yeah, it was just a really amazing bit to have Nick journal it up really and discuss his, well, not just what's happened, but discuss his own side of things and all of that, really. It really does push the story along in terms of, well, it's been this amount of months since Charlie went in. It began on a dark period, but it's also really... It also really, like, Nick is being someone who is voicing about how harsh, you know, certain, or how difficult it is when it comes to, you know, the NHS at times. And that it's not only an address to reality for the viewers, but it also is an address to the audience about how that can be very, very detrimental for Charlie as well as Nick, because obviously with Nick he's going to be worrying out for Charlie, and he's going to try and give so much support, and sometimes he's just not going to feel like he's enough, really. So it is really, really great that we have Nick not only journey his own perspective in terms of emotions, but also journey how difficult it can be. They don't want to, like, that's it, you don't want to sugarcoat this whole situation, and it can become very, very difficult. So and it was just really, really great that Charlie's parents were able to find that clinic that they could afford, so they can help him out immediately before things would get like, he didn't have to wait. He got a 3-month advantage, really, because of course the alternative was waiting until January, where there is no, because there was even that point made about how, you know, you hear horror stories, etc., from clinics. But yeah, there was the whole situation of, well, that could have been even worse than the clinic he went to, ultimately, in this episode. So yeah, but obviously when you're seeing Charlie's perspective, you're getting a first-hand glimpse of his progression, and how, you know, it doesn't sugarcoat how difficult it can be, but it also showcases to the viewer his progression, and it's just really, really great stuff. So yeah, but it was just really beautifully portrayed. So yeah, but really solid stuff. Amazing, just amazing. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!